All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to be in the 154-pound division, where I am being told that Errol Spence is making a major consideration and should have an announcement soon about what his plans are. But that plan, I'm told, may involve a fight card that includes Jermell Charlo. Let's talk about Errol Spence Jr.'s retirement plans and the last two fights that he may have in his career. Let's do that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon. If you know anything about me and anything about this channel, you will know that I am a huge fan of Errol the Truth Spence Jr. and have been awaiting, like many other Errol Spence Jr. fans, on his announcement as to what is going to happen next, as he has been out of the ring for pushing up on 2 years now, but yet has maintained that he's coming back. I spoke with somebody that is from Dallas, Texas, people that are relatively close to their camp, and they told me that they had fear that that Errol Spence Jr. may actually not come back, that he may just decide to walk away from the sport. While on the other hand, people are telling me that there's a firm plan for at least 2 fights for him. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you are a longtime subscriber and supporter of the channel, thank you guys so much. It really goes a long way to supporting the channel. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like this, because it is the best way to support the channel. And thank you guys so much. So yeah, man, I'm like really heavy hearted about this Errol Spence Jr. thing, because honestly, I think that Errol Spence Jr. in his career has been everything that has been right about boxing. Errol Spence is a fighter that has never given us a boring fight. He is a fighter that has never, ever strayed away from a challenge, and is somebody that made promises to boxing fans, and he went out of his way to make sure that he's satisfied and that he fulfilled the promises that he had made to his fans. That had culminated in a fight with Terrence Crawford, which Errol Spence Jr. lost, and he lost badly in an non-competitive fight where many people said, look, we know Terrence Crawford's a great fighter, but that is not the Errol Spence Jr. that we know. Obviously, Errol had a series of car accidents. He had a retina tear. He had just all kind of different drama going on, long period of time being out of the ring before he got there. And hey, man, all of that stuff showed, especially against an excellent fighter like Terrence Crawford. So naturally, people are saying, okay, well, was there going to be a rematch between Errol and Terrence? But that didn't pan out for a variety of reasons. Some of them are Terrence Crawford, some of them are Errol Spence Jr., but primarily I believe most of them are Errol Spence and Errol's desire to get his body together and to make sure that he is in perfect shape and is all the way back before he gets into the ring. Now, when I interviewed Ray Jackson, if you're not familiar with Ray Jackson is one of the better guys on Twitter. He had speculated that he thought Errol Spence Jr. was going to retire, and that he was not going to come back at all. And the reason that he believed it is because Errol Spence Jr. has spent so much time in Japan, outside of the country, and they just see that he has a general sense of just calmness about him and not really seeming like he's anxious to fight. That news kind of hit me hard, and I was like, man, I really hope that's not true. But then I was told by other people that no, Errol Spence Jr. is not retiring. They're working on 2 different fights for Errol, and the second fight is more than likely going to be a championship fight. And if that is at 154, the only thing that we can really speculate about that is it's going to be probably the winner. He would probably fight at 154, the winner of Sebastian Vendora and Tim Tszyu. And then after that, if it's a second one, he would have a farewell fight And that farewell fight, I'm being told, could be like a mega card that would also have Jermell Charlo on the card. And it would be like a farewell for Errol Spence Jr., right? Now, my personal preference is that Errol Spence Jr. do whatever the best is for his body, right? But as a boxing fan, man, please give me those 2 fights. Please give me the 2 fights. It is just so far, few and far between in boxing today that we have a fighter that can put on fights like Errol Spence Jr. puts on fights, where there's just so many punches being put in on the fight, and it being thrown in the fight, and it's being done at such a high skill level. It's just very difficult to really duplicate that level of entertainment. Errol was not like Gervonta Davis, where you're looking for a 1-punch knockout. This guy's like literally like a bulldozer trying to run over a guy for 12 rounds, and usually is able to run over the guy or beat him badly enough so we can win a nice wide decision. But if we don't have Errol Spence Jr. in boxing, and we don't have some type of at least some transition from the fighters of that generation, that welterweight division that was so good, the Sean Porters, Keith Thurmans, Danny Garcias, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, if we can't get any more of those, hopefully we can just get those guys to bridge with some of the younger fighters and kind of let us know who those guys are in the fights that they have with them. But anyway it goes, man, I'm going to support Errol. If Errol decides that he's going to retire and he's going to walk away, look, let me tell you, man, that guy gave me an incredible fun during the time that he fought. And my only thing that I have to say about Errol that is that I just wish that he would have fought. I just wish that he would have fought more. And that I could see him fight more on a regular basis, 2 times a year, 3 times a year, at least for like a 2-year stretch where he's just active and we get to enjoy this guy in the ring. But if he comes back and he comes back on an undercard with Jermell Charlo, I would say expect that thing to be a very, very huge fight in Dallas, Texas, and something that boxing fans can really look forward to. Boxing fans in the United States can really look forward to. Right now, we're being sold a lot of fights with, a lot of fighters that are not from the United States, and they're being said that these are the greatest fights ever, like Beterbiev versus Bivol, supposed to be fight of the century. You cannot tell me that a fight with Errol Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman, or Errol and Jermell, or even Errol if he goes up to 160 and he fights Erislandy Lara, won't be able to give you the same type of enjoyment or better, more enjoyment in a fight with those guys, because boxing fans in the United States are familiar with them, and they're not familiar with all of these foreign fighters that are really getting heavily pushed in the U.S. market. But as a result of them pushing these guys, the market is just continuing to drip. But whatever the case is, man, hopefully Errol Spence Jr. is coming back. Do not be surprised if you get a retirement announcement out of him, or you get an announcement very soon about a multiple fight deal that he's going to have to close out his career. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comment section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.